Hello there guys, it's me Unstable Voltage. Welcome back to episode 5 of Crusader Kings 3. We are playing as the Petty King of Mercia, trying to work our way up to controlling the Empire of Britannia. In the last video I declared a holy war for the Duchy of Jorvik from the Vikings, which we managed to take, or Jorvik I suppose. He does have a little bit of land here that technically isn't Jorvik, it's Lancaster, but we'll see if we can grab that later on. In the meantime, we want to start trying to take this guy out because he's getting a little bit large up here. He's also allied to Sweden, which is a bit of a pain. Now we can declare war on him, but apparently he does have a larger army than we do. Let's just go and have a look at that. Let's just see if we were to declare war on you, how scary would it be? If we did one for a duchy, no, apparently it's only similar. He's got about 6,700. Now bear in mind again that some of his troops would be coming from overseas. We could also, if we save up the money, hire some mercenaries as well. So there's a potential for something there. We don't quite have enough piety to do it yet, but I'd like to try and grab something off of him as early as we can, before we get too big and stompy. My levies haven't fully recovered yet though, so we're at least going to wait for that. Want our levies to get right back up to full strength. And who knows, he may even end up into getting stuck into another war or something by then. We still can't get a particularly great steward at the moment, although we could get this guy, but he's only a 12 over a 9. It's not really that worthwhile doing so. So we'll leave as it is. Do we want to do anything with our spy master? Do we want to find secrets from anybody? I don't have a particularly high intrigue skill, so it's probably not worthwhile. Let's have a look at our heir just briefly and see what his skills are. So he's got quite high stewardship actually. So we might even end up with a stewardship heir. We still don't have a spouse or an arranged marriage for you. We should sort that out actually. We've been invited to a feast. We'll definitely accept that. Let me just pause up a second because it'd be nice if I could marry off the son to somebody big and stompy. How are things going down here with Francia? You've got a lot of children, but none of them young male that could... young female. There's one there. You've got a 3-year-old daughter. I mean, she's way down the list. How about if I just go ahead and look at you and arrange a marriage? Which one would give the best alliance power? Not arranged marriage. We need to find a spouse. Yeah, so you would give the best alliance. So would you accept that? You actually would. No, that's Sutherland. Who are you then? No, that's somebody else completely. But that would give us apparently the best. Yeah, that's not much. You've only got 1,600 men, and that's really the best alliance we could get. Yeah, somebody over in Ireland. What about you? Yeah, not a lot of options there then, are they? Can we do this manually? That's our 2-year-old son. This is our 8-year-old son. Now this would accept. See, now he is vastly inferior. But he is the primary heir to Francia. So this is a tactical gamble, because it's very, very hard to marry your kids off to a king, because they'd be marrying down. But if we can arrange this marriage here, and his father dies, he becomes the king. If he becomes the king, then he becomes a lot stronger. We could also potentially try and murder. No, there's only a 14% chance, but he is 57, and who knows what may happen. We'll see. That might be a complete waste, but we'll see if it works out. But every little bit is going to help along those lines. can you just please get yourself into another war so I can come and beat you up? Still waiting on the levies. We are getting there. Yeah, still got similar numbers. He's got like 7,000. I mean, I could at this point even increase the size of the men-at-arms regiments, but again, it's going to cost a lot of money, and I'd sooner have that money in the tank, to be honest. How much would it be to increase? Again, I don't even think increasing the onagers necessarily is all that useful. We do have a lifestyle perk to choose from. So we could actually get 4 more knights, or we could start going down here. I actually want that control growth, to be quite honest. Because we are starting to take more land now, so being able to increase the control. So basically control is how much a piece of land is likely, or a county is likely to revolt. We can see that if we click on our council and click on the county control thing here. So anywhere that's red is got low county control, and we really don't want low county control. I think there is a map mode directly for it, possibly. Houses, cultures, faiths, governments, development, terrain, counties. No, I thought there was, but anyway, we don't want low control because then you start getting peasant revolts and stuff like that. So let's unpause again. So Cumberland and Dunholm up here, who are part of Northumbria, which is technically part of England. Who is your heir? You are actually independent. You're just an independent earl. But you wouldn't accept a vassalage. You're not my de jure vassal. Base reluctance of -45 anyway. Okay, that's fine. We've got enough piety now if we want to go ahead and declare this war, and I think we might want to. We could actually go and declare a war for the Isle of Man, if we wanted to. We've got this little kid here. So, is that all you are? You've got no alliances at all. This is going to be an absolute murder, isn't it, really? So you don't have anything else. I'm not even... You've got 300 troops. I'm not even going to call in... I'm not even going to call in my, my allies on this one. We're just going to get in the sea. We're just going to go over there and siege it out. I'm paused. That's not going to help. So, losing a little bit of money there. But that's alright. It's going to be a quick war. It's going to cost us 27 gold just to get on the boats. But we're going to get straight over there. Can I... Where's my army? I wanted to just split off the men-at-arms, but no, it's fine. Surprisingly, we're actually now deciding to, instead of taking the boats, just walk cross-country. I'm not sure whether that would have actually been cheaper just to take the boats, because now it's going to take longer. But fine, whatever. I'm just going to speed it up. I don't think we have to worry too much about that. My Chancellor has worked hard to convince the neighbouring realms and vassals that the peace treaty I entered with Jarl of Jorvik is flawed and legitimate and unfair to me. I am once again free to declare war on him as I see fit. Oh, that's really good. So I can instantly go back to war with Jorvik again if I want. What do we have here? While studying the tactics of ancient generals, I was amused to learn about Julius Caesar's exploits during his conquest of Gaul. During his siege of Alesia, Caesar determined that direct assault on the wall-fortified city would be too costly. He instead ordered his army to build his own fortress which surrounded the entire city, trapping the enemy garrison inside to starve while simultaneously preventing reinforcements from relieving the defenders. A little ingenuity goes a long way in a siege. We could gain the trait military engineer. So that reduces the siege phase time. That'd be nice. Make the enemy come to you. I like it. We gain some stress because we're wrathful. But that would give us unyielding defender, which reduces our casualties. All Caesar took a risk with the plan, but it paid off. We could gain reckless. Now, I don't really want to mess around with my dice rolls. They're crappy enough as it is. I think military engineer, being able to reduce our siege time is really going to be useful, especially if I can then go in and declare another duchy war on Jorvik, and I can very, very quickly. This war is going to be over in no time at all, because we've already wiped out his army. We've literally just got to win the siege now. And then we can go ahead and declare over and grab this. So we can really mess Jorvik up. I know he wasn't the target that I was going for, but at the same time, we'll be stronger. Pick off the weakest targets first, get stronger, then go for the heavier targets. Okay, that's 100%. So we're going to enforce our demands, and there we go. We have the Isle of Man. Once again, we're over our domain limit. We're going to disband the armies because we're no longer at war. We are going to give this to somebody. I know who, not who. No, you're Devon, so we won't give it to you. You're just a guest, so fine, we'll give it to you, because that then invites you to my court. So you're now somebody else that I could recruit for other stuff, so it's always worth giving titles to random guests. So, we've still got some money in the bank, so now I could go to war with you. Is it you? Yes, so I could go... Oh, your father's died now, is he? Great. So we can go to war with... Oh no, it was the other guy that we got beaten up. Anyway, enough rambling. We could go for a county. We could go for the entire duchy. I mean, we might as well go for the duchy. It's the same cost, right? So we could pay 40 for each of these, which would be 80 anyway. But we'd have to get them in 2 separate wars. Or we could just pay the 80 now and get them both together. So we may as well do that. He is inferior. So I think what I'm going to do on this one, I think I will call in just Alba, because he's up north. So we'll call Alba in. Probably won't need him. I have raised my armies, haven't I, yet? Still not at full. Heresy, Waldensians in Astoria. The Duke of no, Austria. Why do I say Astoria? Austria has announced to the world that he and his vassals have converted to Vandalsonism. Never heard of it. Having become disillusioned with the teachings of the Catholic priests, the nobles of Austria no longer consider the clergy to be righteous and true. As Waldensians, they believe their new faith properly aligns with the will of God, and they are distracting themselves from former religious institutions. So we can either have them appear in the Duchy of Austria, or they appear and we convert. Well, no, I don't want to convert. Happy as things are right now. So they're moving in over here. Ah, this is my son. Blessed are the meek. I was shocked when I caught Sigurd trying to steal from the travel chest of visiting Earl Aethelwald. He gave me an impressive speech about now he understood why what he had done was wrong. We are but small pieces of the world. We can have him gain humble. That's actually not too bad. It's good piety. And I don't want to take the stress. I don't want him to be deceitful. Honest is good. Honest is a good trait to have because it gives him more diplomacy. He does lose some intrigue though. We can take the stress. We can afford that stress because we can always call another hunt or we'll get invited to somebody else's feast or whatever. Let's just go ahead and try and smash this army. Actually, Alba's on his way down. We'll just wait for him. Alba might even do it for us. And we might be able to race him down in the siege anyway. Then he's got nowhere to retreat back to, really. Because our siege progress is quite quick, given all of my boosts and the fact that I have siege weapons. If we can get a wall breach, it'll be even quicker. We do need to actually have a look and see if we've got any prisoners that we can ransom off. Because having money is good. Come on, get a wall breach. Let's get those siege events down to 18 days. Oh, unlucky. We should still beat this siege here. I bet if I march over there, though, Alba will break his siege. 15 days. Still didn't get a wall breach. Quite unlucky there. 3, 2, 1, 0. That is now ours. Select the army, and I'm going to march over there. Yep, exactly as expected. He's broken that. A central proposal. Wherever I go, my court physician is sure to follow. That look in her eyes, the words on her lips, I know exactly what she is after. I will keep her very close. She might become my lover. A distraction for tonight, but nothing more. Gains stress because I'm compassionate. How sweet, but no. Just ends her scheme. I tire of all the games. Leave me alone, all of you. No one will attempt to seduce me for 10 years, and it ends her scheme. I don't need anyone to seduce me. Well, normally I end up with my ruler playing the unfaithful one. So we'll allow one ruler to stay faithful to his marriage. The wife's been good. She's provided us with 2 strong male heirs so far. So I think we're all right. So we should win that battle, and indeed we do. I always struggle getting it to click on the right things. So that's got us on 87%. Do we have any... Yeah, we can ransom an earl. 50 gold. So many wars that we can declare now. A new opponent. Nothing in this world is certain, especially in times of war. The Holy War for the Duchy of Lancaster has been no different. And this conflict is no longer against Earl of Northumberland, but the Earl of Lancashire. Instead, it might be wise to reevaluate the situation. My goal is still the same. Is that the guy that I just let out? Is that the one that I just ransomed? Yeah, I shouldn't have ransomed you. My goal is still the same. Because, to be fair... We're already at 100%. So we are just going to enforce our demands. So once again, we are over the domain limit. Did it not grab this one for me though? Oh, is it because I wasn't controlling it? Oh, that was silly on me, wasn't it? Oh well, never mind. I still gained an extra... I still gained Lancaster, so it was worthwhile. Have we got any more guests here? You've got decent stewardship. Let's give it to you. Okay. So let's clear all this off. That was a mistake. I should have sieged that province out first. It threw me off when I ransomed somebody that I shouldn't have really done. Not until the war was over anyway. So, the question now... I mean, this should be de jure mine anyway. Yeah, you won't accept. We'll take it. We'll take it eventually. You're independent. Can I declare a war on you? Yes, I can. It's using up piety, but not going to call in anybody else. Absolutely no point. Rise of the Scots. Though they share common origins with the other Anglo-Saxons, the clans living in northern Britain's lowlands have adapted to life in rugged terrain. Diverging culturally and linguistically from their former countrymen, these Scots have enthusiastically embraced their new cultural identity. Will they be able to thrive on their own? Bolton is under siege. What a shame. We're going to march up there, we're going to meet that army, and we're going to go in and siege him out. He does have some good warriors in there, but we'll be alright. Massive numbers. Already at 50%. March back over there before he has any chance of re-raising those levies. So yeah, things are already going well. Now when this war ends, which should be reasonably shortly, I will end this video. Because we are over the 20-minute mark again. And we definitely have some more wars that we can declare. I do still want to take a chunk out of this guy over here before he becomes too big and powerful. And then we might have to start picking on Wales at some point. I notice Wessex is starting to creep over in that direction. We do have a wall breach here. We could assault the fort. But, you know, that... Oh, we've got a second breach. Assaulting the fort, we'd lose quite a lot of men, so I don't necessarily want to do that. The Earldom of East Riding has gained martial guidance for 5 years. Very good. So he's nearly done there. There we go. Just a week left, and then this siege will be over. There we go. There's the 100%. That was the land that I wanted in the first place. And as usual, disband the armies. We are over the main limit. I mean, you're not terrible. Yeah, sure, okay. Sometimes it's worthwhile giving them to older people as well, because they'll die off and just get replaced by the younger very soon. So that's given us some... Oh, our sister died. Ugh. On negative prestige now. Because it happens in these wars, but there we go. Mercia is now a fairly decent chunk of land, and look at the size of us. And if we actually have a look how far we need to go into creating the Kingdom of England, we need 21 de jure counties. We already have 18, so if we can take 3 more counties, we can form the Kingdom of England. We do need 2 duchy titles, but we could create one. That's not a problem. We could create the Earldom, I think. No, we'd have to usurp that one, but it can be done. It can be done. That's what we are going to be aiming for. But that is something for the next video. So thanks a lot for watching. I hope you are enjoying this series of Crusader Kings 3. If you are, please do consider leaving a like on the video, and if you didn't, then by all means consider leaving a dislike. But do subscribe and comment and share and all that other good stuff that really helps the channel out. I will see you on the next video, and until then, goodbye for now.